actually have a name, and we keep tossing things around and hoping that something will stick. But so far, we've got a lot of ideas that haven't stuck yet. So it's this is probably the Nancy Weaver swing trio for all practical purposes.
There you go.
Good.
And I'm Nancy Weaver, and this is Brian Mullins, and this is Evan Hubbard, my marvelous cohorts. Actually started getting together because I was getting out of music. I was selling my equipment, and I decided to sell that string bass, and Evan kept coming over and wanted to try it out, and so I'd strum along on the guitar, and then he couldn't make up his mind, then he'd come back again, and after a while it's like,
We adjusted the bridge about 3 different times.
This is actually fun. He did end up buying the bass, but then we started playing together, and I believe that you and he were already playing together, right?
Probably, I think. I don't know how
ago.
soon
Yeah.
you guys. Yeah.
And we haven't been exactly aggressive at getting gigs or anything, but we did play at the Stair Climb, and we played at a festival, another festival Cynthia Conroy was involved in. Personally, I started playing guitar when I was 12 years old. My dad bought me a $14 guitar on Tradio in Houston, Texas, which is where I was born. And he got me a Mel Bay guitar book, and I learned how to play, the old Grey Goose is Dead. And from there, then of course, then things like the Beatles started happening, and everything changed. And
Even better than the old Grey Goose.
yeah, it was much more interesting. But I still was kind of a folky solo guitar soloist, and played at the Hootenanny at my high school, and just played a Donovan tune or something. And then when I moved to Bisbee in 1981, I started playing at the Copper Queen, and then it was still solo act. I was just doing folky kind of stuff, and then I got into the theater in the Gulch and met Judy Perry and Chris Beauvais, and we started playing together as the Green Tomatoes. And we even went to Phoenix and played together there for a while, and got a little bit of press while we were there. Anyway, I played bass in that band because Chris Beauvais was a much better guitar player than me. And we all sang, we wrote our own music, and we did a few jazz covers, and that's how I ended up falling in love with jazz and jazz chords. And then I met Tom Cook and Paul Lewis and started playing in the Cool Jazz Trio, and played at Cafe Roca for 20 years or so. Anyway, that was years ago, and I was just about to quit when I met Evan, and he turned me around. Not intentionally, but I'm grateful.
Yeah, me too. I'm grateful to Nancy for this nice bass here. My name's Evan Hubbard. I give you my birth date, my death date, I guess, but here we are in the morgue, and it's enjoyable here playing for you good folks. And
Deadbeats, I love that name.
Deadbeats.
I thought that was people who don't pay their bills, but that.
I'm Brian Mullins, and I play the mandolin in this Nancy Weaver swing trio. And I think like they said, we've been just a couple of years now together as a entity, I guess. I have played mandolin for a long time in lots of different settings, and enjoy lots of different settings. So.
First time in a morgue, or have you been here before?
No, never been here before.
Well, now you guys
Usually
have
it's
other
the
bands
last
together,
time in the morgue. Every time is the last time for most people. We're lucky. We get a preview of what it's like to.
Could there be eyes like yours? right out of a cloud, and I want to take you away, away from the crowd, and have you all to myself, all alone and apart, out of a dream, out of a dream. You step out of a dream, now you're safe in my heart. And we also play as a quartet with Holly Whitman on flute, but she's on vacation, or she's gone on a trip, and so we decided to do this as a trio and get our feet wet.
A
And then
power trio.
we want to be invited back to play with Holly, because there are a lot of tunes like that Brian wrote, original tunes that are so much better with the flute to add the harmony to the melody line that we're going to wait and do those next time around with Holly when she gets back. And we all play at the stair climb. With the three of us play one spot, Holly plays by herself, and then when the runners pass her staircase before they go by ours, so then she comes down and finishes the set with us at the end.
That is our favorite thing about playing together.
The chords.
Yeah.
We're chord
The
lovers.
music
Good
in
answer.
general. Yeah, I think that is
Yeah.
a tricky one.
Nice.
Well, we have some laughs too. I mean, we all
true.
play ping pong now and then. Brian and I play it. Evan and I play ping pong a lot. And
They're sharks.
And we
Ping
swim
pong
with the sharks. Yeah. Now, well, it's kind of Latin jazz.
Kind of standard jazz, a
Standard
little combo.
jazz, mostly stuff from the 30s and 40s in general, but we do a lot of stuff with a Latin rhythm, and I'm not sure if it was intended as a Latin tune originally or not, but
Never stopped us.
Yeah.
Well, as far as finding us on social media, we're fairly obscure, I would say, at this point.
non-existent probably.
No,
Till they
our
find us.
present.
We usually look for them. I go to the farmer's market, and of course they're booked up until November or December or something.
Finding jazz-friendly venues, or seem to be a little more forthcoming these days. I think there's been a little more jazz surgence in Cochise County, let's hope.
Jazz surgeons.
I think for me, as far as collaborating, I think I can say that, with any artist, was the Astor Piazzolla, famous bandoneon player from Argentina. But we're living or dead.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be embarrassed to collaborate with my heroes like Antonio Carlos Jobim.
Well, all embarrassment aside.
Yeah, right. He's incredible. I heard him doing the Girl from Ipanema in a concert, and then he came back and sang "You Can Take the A Train" over the same chords, and it was like, wow.
How about you, Evan? Who would you
Well, there's a guy
collaborate
named
with?
Casper Malone I was lucky enough to have met. He went by the nickname Stranger, but he wrote a book, 80 Years a Sideman, and he played in groups for 80 years and wrote a book about it. And he played bass, he played clarinet, he played
A lot like
guitar,
yourself.
and he played with just all kinds of different traveling groups. He even played with Riley Pluckett.
No,
No, Riley
Riley Puckett.
Puckett, yeah.
We are available to play. You could go to Nancy Weaver's Facebook page and contact me that way. It would be a good way to do it.
There.
And these guys play in other configurations with other musicians, and we're all open to meeting new musicians and jamming with them.
Collaborating.
Yeah, when it comes to collaborating, there's a list of locals I want to collaborate with. I still would love to play with Sam Panther, the drummer, and his ex-wife too. I mean, and there are a lot of people I would just love to sit down with and play with. And I guess you think there's all the time in the world until there isn't.